Good evening, peeps. I'm Auriel Grace, and this is a spiritual show. So, tonight we're talking about unity and harmony. And we're going to be talking about also the oneness blessing or Diksha. So, we're going to be talking about that too, because I thought, we should add some energy work in there for you, something for you to do, right? Okay, okay. So the newsletter went out this weekend. If you have signed up for the newsletter, it should be in your mailbox. If it isn't, then you can go to my website and sign up for the newsletter. It's a monthly one, goes out like end of month or beginning of the month. It just depends on which is closer to the weekend. Okay. All right. So this week, um, uh, this, there we go. The Diva Chronicles is on sale on Amazon. And it's the first book, Diva Chronicles, The Alchemist, and the third book, Diva. Those two are free. The second book is in the United States is $2.99, and in the UK it's free. So you can check that out. Hop, skip, and jump over to Amazon. And any books that you read, please review any from any author because it really does help the authors out. Okay. All right. So tonight, I think tonight is the last night that they're for sale. So check out the Diva Chronicles. They're great books. And the picture you see up there is Laya. She is the alchemist. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna what? All right. So this is gonna be happening this month on May 23rd. It's Memorial Day weekend, I believe, here in Greensboro. And so it's a Reiki conference. And these people are so awesome and so nice. And the place is so awesome. So if you are in Greensboro, check it out on May 23rd. There's going to be all kinds of peeps there. There'll be vendors vending things. I'm going to be selling a psychic story series books and the other books, whatever books I have in inventory. And also, I'm going to be doing a talk on spiritual hygiene, how to get rid of your goo and cooties. Because you know what I'm saying. You don't want no goo and cooties, right? All right. So check that out. And then let me move this. Here I am again. Okay. So as I said, hey Mary Boberry. All right. So we're going to be talking about unity and harmony because we've been talking about energy work and stuff like that. And this is unity and harmony from within your being. When you have that, energy work is so much easier to do. It is. Hey, Iris. And I find I like doing energy work. It's one of my more favorite things to do. In fact, I started doing energy work a long time ago when I started learning about crystals. That's when I really started doing it. Like more than 30 years ago. You like my headband? It's May, right? Flowers. Because I think we've even done shows about flowers during May, right? So I saw this and I was like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. I'm going to be wearing it all of May, showing off my flowers. So we've been talking about doing energy work and how you can help. You can do energy work for yourself without really having a lot of education or having a lot of um, experience. But I always encourage people if there is like a free class you can go to check it out. Check out the different modalities. do it, because you never know, you might really resonate with it. You might really want to, do it. And so it's always good to do that for yourself. And this is the book. I forgot to show this last week, but I wanted to show it this week. Um, this is the book. This is my reference book for Reiki. And it has like a lot of information in it. And one of the reasons why I like this book is she breaks down a lot of stuff. Okay. You may not agree with her. I don't know, like, you may not agree with some of the things that she says in here, and I just ignore some of it. But there is a lot of really good stuff in here, and I use it because she doesn't get too flowery. I don't like flowery reference books, okay? I don't. So, but one of the cool things that she does do, she does have in here that will help you, especially because if you're just learning about touch healing, she actually does layouts. Like, she shows you the positions that you can put your hands to do energy work for yourself. And so all of my workshops have been based on her books. This is a great book. And I'll just see, these are hand positions. I always put them in my workbooks for Reiki, but we'll go over them too. And that way you'll be able to, you can do Reiki treatments on yourself. Hey, Josephine. And so that's this book. It's on Amazon. Check it out. She's really great. Not flowery. She's to the point. Okay. All right. Because I keep forgetting to show you that book. And I really wanted you to see it, because this summer I'm going to be talking more about energy work. That's the series this summer. And every year I pre-record the summer videos and get everything up for 8 o'clock on Sundays, so that like I can have a vacation. So that's what we're going to be diving into, like the history of the energy work, where it came from, the people that brought it about, and also like what I can research and what I know about each modality. And so you'll probably see, like for the June newsletter, I will probably put a schedule in the June newsletter as far as what I've done. So in July and August, those are going to be all pre-recorded. You can still do comments, and sometimes I sit and I will sit and watch them too, but or I will answer your comments as well. All right. So if you have comments on the videos, I always answer your comments, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. Okay. If it's a pre-recorded video. And I'll answer your comments tonight too. Anyway, all right. So let's get to some unity and harmony. So spirituality, unity, and harmony are deeply intertwined, right? So with unity, it represents the underlying state of oneness, and with the oneness with the divine. All right. And all creation, and harmony being the peaceful, functional expression of that unity. So harmony is an expression of unity. All right. Which harmony and unity together, what does that create? Peace. So it creates peace within us and creates peace in our environment. And I've been encouraging unity and harmony and peace this year because it has been so tumultuous. So I've been encouraging everyone to look within, really look within. When you look within and you feel that within you, it will resonate outside of you as well, because you're resonating with the energy. And then it resonates all around you. and people pick it up and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" I always feel good when I'm around that person. That feels so great, right? That's what we want. We want people to start feeling that, like feel it like a virus. Okay? So, and just by being yourself, by discovering that within you. Hey, Mary Parker. So, discovering that unity within you so that you can spread that energy, spread the vibe. All right. So, basically, unity is the foundation and harmony is the result. All right. True spiritual unity embraces diversity. And what I want to say that again. True spiritual unity embraces ugh, diversity. Because spiritual unity doesn't care what color you are, it doesn't care what you believe, it doesn't care. It's spiritual unity. All right. So I know some people say, well, there's all these bad people. But you know what? We're not talking about the bad people, we're talking about you. Okay. So let's try it. Let's do that. Let's embrace diversity. All right. So harmony brings peace, freedom, and fulfillment. It really does. When you're in harmony with yourself and your environment, you feel that freedom. You feel good. Yeah. All right. So unity is about building communities as well. So when you go into a community, yes, you're going to feel resistance. This is a free will planet. People have free will. They make choices. But for those people that want unity, you'll probably draw those people to you, and that way, the bigger the groups that join together with the idea of the resonance of unity makes that resonance flow outward, right? Because you're building. Okay. So, um, usually when people unify, that's what happens. There's solidarity, there's compassion, there's mercy, and we create harmonious, peaceful, and just society. So, hey, Ma. So, to practice alignment with unity and harmony within yourself, practice meditation, take walks, do anything that brings you peace. Okay. So I love to write. It brings me peace. Sometimes I stress over it because, like, I'm like, oh my God, what comes next? But it makes me happy. And so I write and find something that makes you happy. Like it could be knitting, crocheting, gardening, whatever brings you peace, makes you feel harmonious, helps you feel that union with yourself and the creator, because it's your choice how much of a strong connection you have with your creator, right? You decide that. Creator doesn't decide it. Creator's just always like, I'm here, you want me, connect. So make sure, right, take a deep breath every day and make that connection to your spirit guides, your angels, and the creator. Because when you do that, you're going to feel a lot better within your being. You will. No matter what happens, you'll know that you're supported and loved. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, in the past couple weeks, we've been talking about energy work, making energy balls. So, if you're at home and you can do this, make an energy ball. Remember, start with your hands like this and take those nice deep breaths, and you'll start to feel your hands tingle, like your fingers. Your fingers might tingle first, and then your palms may tingle. So take your hands and go Take those nice, peaceful breaths and fill your hands with your energy ball. And then take that energy ball and place it within the core of your being. So, what did you just gather up? You gathered up universal life force or the creator's energy, because the creator's energy or universal life force is all around us all the time. There is never a drought of it, it is always there and it is plentiful. So, you can always take an energy ball, create the energy ball, and place it within your being. And it will calm you and it will assist you with focus. And you'll feel that. You'll feel the energy flow through you. So, and you can do it as many times as you want, every day, all the time. You can do it for your pets. Pets love energy work. I have yet to meet a pet that does not like energy work. So, kitty cats purr, puppies will lean against you, doggies lean against you. Some doggies that are really big will lean against you and make sure that you're either sitting or propped up somewhere, okay? So you don't fall down. So that's happened to me. My friend in Bristol, she does Reiki on horses. And that is one of her favorite things to do. She does Reiki on people too, but does Reiki on horses. All right. So with this, creating your energy ball, you don't need an attunement. You don't need special classes or anything. You just need to practice it. That's it. And before you go to sleep at night, placing your hands up right here and taking those breaths and allowing that energy to flow through you and all around you. All right. And that will help to keep you calm. It'll help to center you and ground you. All right. So, you can, and you can, like your favorite person on the planet, if they live with you, throw those energy balls at them too. And it's okay if they turn colors because energy is color. All right. So you can do that and experiment with it. See how you feel and write down how the other person feels too. All right. So the reason why I wanted to talk about unity and harmony and peace is because I wanted to talk about the oneness blessing. So I am a oneness blessing giver. Uh, I became a oneness blessing giver uh, in Chicago. But I started receiving the oneness blessing in Colorado. We used to go on Sundays and receive the blessing. And the first time I received the blessing, I was just like, holy cow, this is lovely. This is beautiful. And my sons used to go too for the oneness blessing. Now, when I first learned about the oneness blessing, um, it was explained to me that again, it was universal energy that is poured into the hands of the blessing giver, and then the blessing giver does the blessing, right? Put they put the energy into your crown chakra, and they do that. It goes into your crown chakra because your crown chakra is the connection to the divine. All right. And so that's why it goes through the crown chakra. Now, people will feel the energy move through them, through their bodies, but it comes in through the crown. Um, the oneness now, there I've heard some crazy stuff about oneness blessing givers. So we're going to say this right up front. All right. There are some groups, and I've met some of them, that are kind of cultish. You have to do it a certain way, and and you have to become a blessing giver. It's very expensive. The whole thing is very expensive. Okay, because they have not only the blessing giver with the hands, they also have the eye diksha, where a person sits with you and their eyes are open, and you just sit with them, and you receive the energy of the blessing as well. It's very powerful. And I was at an eye Diksha. I don't know. We were in a big auditorium. There were like about 300 of us there. And there were 6 eye Diksha practitioners on the stage. And because of the culmination of the energy from the 300 people plus the 6 Diksha givers, it was wow. It was amazing. So if you're able to get into like see someone who does eye Diksha or the blessing, that'd be great. And I know that there's groups all around the world because they had a big thing of we need to, we need to create as many Diksha blessing givers as we can to assist mankind. That was their thing. And some groups are kind of cultish. Some are pretty cool. Like the one that I used to go to in Chicago was pretty cool. And if some of you Chicago peeps want to know about that, I'll look up the address, the name, and her name is Kristen Panic. Yeah. So look up Kristen Panic on Facebook and see if she's still doing those circles because a lot of people show up for those, and there's usually about 7 blessing givers, and you may receive 2 blessings in one group, which is really cool. It's very nice to receive it because it it can take you into a place of really calm meditation. And I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't meditate." But once they go to a blessing circle and they're in the blessing circle, the music is playing, it's easier for them to meditate. And they end up sitting there for a really long time, just in their own space, connecting to the divine. It's pretty awesome. So look around your community and see if you can go to a group Diksha blessing because it is it's pretty amazing. And if you can go more than once, if you can go like monthly or whatever, that would be great because you can feel the energy just move through you. It's lovely. All right. So um it is a movement though. So there will be people there that will probably be like, "Hey, you want to become a Diksha blessing giver?" And you can say, "Wait, I need to experience this for a while." Because some people become Diksha blessing givers, some people don't. All right. So it's non denominational, it is a movement, it is an energy transfer. It's designed to foster a direct experience with higher consciousness, unity, and decrease mental chatter. Monkey brain. So if you've got a lot of monkeys in your brain, this will assist with decreasing it. It's it is very nice and it can expand to your consciousness, especially for those of you who really want to connect with your spirit guides and angels. All right. So, um, it is like when I received the attunement, I think that's what they call it, the attunement for the blessing. It was very powerful. It was very awesome, and it was like a 4-hour workshop. So for those of you who want to know, like how long the workshop takes, now this was from a lady that's all she did was workshops. She had it down pat, and there were about 20 of us there that received uh, the that went to the workshop and also received the blessing. All right. So the Diksha blessing giver, well, actually, a lot of them will put their hands on your head. So for those of you who do not like to be touched, they'll put their hands on the top of your head. Their hands are usually on your head for 1 to 2 minutes. Very light touch. It's not like, it's a very light touch, and you'll feel the energy move through. All right. Usually they're playing the Mula Mantra, and you can look up the Mula Mantra on YouTube. So um, it's by Diva Patel. So check out the Mula Mantra. That's what they usually play for the Diksha blessing circles. All right. So what it does is it promotes inner peace. Again, interconnectedness, unity, harmony, and connection to the divine. So when usually the group does that afterwards, it's like you can feel everybody shift energetically. It's pretty awesome. And afterwards, people don't normally leave right away because they're too busy, like going, wow, that's how powerful it is. Pretty cool. All right. So, um, I noticed when I lived in Colorado and my youngest son was receiving Diksha, he wasn't as like busy because he was a busy guy and he had a lot of energy, but he was a lot more grounded when he received Diksha. And children can receive Diksha as well, not just big people, little people too. So that's something to think about as well. If you're a child, if you think your child can sit, I wouldn't bring like a 5 year old, but he was like, I think 8 or 9 years old when he was receiving Diksha. And so it really helped him. I noticed that he was a lot calmer. He was very busy, active. All right. So when I became the Deep Blessing Giver, though, it took about a week for me to my energy to balance out because it is a strong exchange or it's a strong trans transmutation. I don't know what it is, but the energy around me and through me, it took me a yeah, about a week to really just integrate that energy. And once I integrated it, it was great. One of the cool things about Diksha is like Reiki, you can do it at a distance. And that's why the eye Diksha works. But you can also do the hand Diksha. They were telling us during the class that we could go into a mall and like do a Diksha blessing for everybody in the mall. And I was like, oh, I don't think I ever tried that. But that's what one of them was saying was that you can actually do that and everyone would receive blessing. It's like, hmm. So, but I only give blessings if you ask because that's just how I am. So, with that being said, if you become a Diksha blessing giver and you're working distance healing, you can do that through distance. On Reiki, you have to wait till you're Reiki 2 to do distance in their structure. All right. But I believe that we can all do distance healing because we wrap people in pink blankets. You know, we pray for people, we we talk to people, and we connect with people. And so, because we're doing that, there's always an energetic transfer. You know, we're always moving energy, right? If you have a friend that is living far away and they're not feeling well, all you have to do is either pray for them or wrap them in a pink blanket, right? The pink blanket represents love, the Creator's love, not your love, the Creator's love. And what does the Creator's love do? It heals. So I encourage all of you to try some of these things. Try doing energy work for yourself and try doing energy work for other people if you're interested in it because it's there. And why not? You know, you can be a mad scientist with it. You can take your crystals and like hold them while you're doing energy work. I do it all the time. It's great. I have a bunch of crystals here on the desk. That's my work tools. People ask me, what's your work tools? Crystals. So, crystals on my computer, but you can combine them, be a mad scientist, hold a crystal, do some energy work, see what happens. Do it daily because you never know. And you may be interested in some of the modalities that I'm going to share this summer. It'll be very fun for us. We can share that together. You can let me know if it resonates with you or not. All right. And the reason why I say this is because when we do energy work, we're connecting to the divine, we're grounded, we're vertical, right? Um, we feel that union, we feel that harmony, that peace within ourselves. And it's transformative. Okay. All right. So that's what I have to say about unity, peace, and harmony. I'm hoping that we can spread some of that this summer, because the world needs it. It really truly does. So help me out. That's what I've been doing daily is I have actually been praying for peace. We have to remember this is a free will planet. So everyone chooses what they choose. If you choose peace and harmony and you're getting other people to choose peace and harmony, hopefully we can spread it, right? And people will feel better because a lot of people feel very nervous right now. There's a lot of anxiety, and you can help me out by doing that. Spreading peace. So, yeah, I am concerned. So, please help me out with that. All right. Okay. All right. So that's what I got to say about it. Try the oneness blessing. See what you think. Let me know. Let me know if you like it or not. You might like it and go back. if you need, if you're in Chicagoland, you can look up Kristen Panic on Facebook and connect with her there and see if she still is running her Diksha circle. I'm not sure if she's still there or not. All right. That's where I used to go to receive Diksha and to give Diksha. All right. So have an amazing week. It's May. Wear flowers, grow flowers, run around in the flowers. When my mom was here, we went to the flower garden. It was so awesome. It was so pretty. So go out in nature, appreciate some beauty, take a walk, do something wonderful for yourself. All right. Please stay safe, stay present, and remember, keep your heart open and aligned with the energy of love. I'll see you next week. Bye.